Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm gonna do the Crayola challenge, so if you want to see me do that, just keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing I did was sketch out my drawing. I did this off camera. I knew I wanted to do something related to fairies. So my vision was fairies on a tree making like a bonfire and just hanging out. So I wanted one of my fairies getting the bonfire going and the other one just grabbing sticks to put in the fire. So this whole process I did with the fairies was in 5 steps. My first step, I sketched a really rough drawing of the fairies and the scene. Once I had my first sketch done, I then proceed into my second step, which I traced my first sketch on another piece of paper and just cleaned it up, and I went over the drawing with an ultra fine point Sharpie. After I traced it with my pen, I then went on my third step and I just basically scanned this and saved it to my computer. So once I'm done with my third step, I printed what I did on Photoshop and I went over it one more time, but with a red color pencil, and sketched out my final drawing. And my final fourth step, I traced my drawing with the red color pencil on a clean piece of paper, and I'm using a printer paper by the way. But yeah, voila, now I can start my challenge. Okay, so I'm going to use regular Crayola crayons. I have seen some challenges with the colored pencils. I wanted to do it differently, and it's what I expected. It's very waxy. I went very light with my technique and built up, well, at least I tried to build up the colors on top of each other. So I knew I wanted my colors to be cool tones, but yet have a few warmer colors here and there. My vision was to get that sunset vibe, but without the actual sun showing. Like, it's already too low for us to see, but it's not totally nighttime. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. Anyways, the colors I have envisioned were blues, purples, and pinks. Well, for my skies and the clouds. Like I said, I start off light and then build up to my darker colors. So with the tree, I started out with a reddish brownish color. Then I proceeded with more of darker brown tones, like in the bottom of the trunk where the sunlight is not hitting. I remember when I was younger, like in elementary school, we would have art class and we drew this tree. Of course, everyone did the typical just one brown crayon color and one green crayon color and called it a day, and I went above and beyond. I added shadows, I used yellows and reds, and everyone was like, what are you doing? And I was trying to explain this to 9-year-olds. You know, trees have different colors, and most of the kids looked at me like, she's serious? I was just trying to explain the different values on the trees, and once I finished my drawing of the tree, they were all amazed, and I was like, dude, not everything is one solid color. So that's what I'm doing. I'm adding different colors to make my tree stand out. Try it. It just makes everything look better. So yeah, I did that throughout the whole drawing. I did have more crayons, like 48 of them, rather than the regular 8 box. The crayons I'm actually using are my kids. They have this Crayola box set for about 2 years already, and they are in good condition. They are boys, by the way, and they love to draw. My little one, he tends to draw on a big piece of paper, like bigger than a printer paper, and he will just draw one thing, like a heart. And I'm like, this is beautiful, but can you please just finish it? That's the only problem. They waste a lot of paper, but yeah, I definitely do encourage them to draw. And they are really good. I guess it's genetics. My oldest, same thing. He loves to draw. He likes to draw Pokemon characters. I guess I got my drawing skills from my uncle. My dad and my mom don't know how to draw. I don't think my brothers know how to draw, but all my sisters do. And we all have different styles and we all help each other. So whenever I'm doing something, I go to them first rather than someone who doesn't know how to draw. Because if I were to ask, let's say my husband, who doesn't know how to draw, he would say, oh yeah, that looks good. But if I go to my sisters, they will tell me what to work on. Oh, I also want to mention, if you don't have anyone to show your artwork, like another artist, they have these groups on Facebook. I don't have a Twitter, so I don't know if they have a group for Twitter. I know Instagram has some groups too. So yeah, I sometimes go on there and post my drawings and get some feedback. It really does help. I don't know if you can see, but the trees have a hint of pink on it. The crayons, like I said earlier, are waxy. So they were sliding around while I was trying to put colors on top of another color. That was the only problem, but I expected it. The skin tone, I just went with a peach tone, nothing crazy. The shadows on the skin tones, I just used the light brown. The only thing I wish I could have changed was my fire. It didn't come out the way I wanted it, but that's okay. Well, this challenge was super fun. I felt like I did my own coloring book and then I got to color in it. This was a fun challenge. I love the colors that I used, and maybe I could recreate this in a future painting. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see me do that. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and also hit that notification bell to get notified when a new video is up. I will see y'all next week. Goodbye and thank you.